The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Indianapolis Colts. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Coming to you.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And Anderson's got it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Good job, D. That's right.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
What? Luka, D. You can't block me. You can't block me. Still got 4 down. Mike 51. Let him know.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one complete to Reed. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 3rd down, Wilson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Ryan to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready. And they were, and they picked that one off.
Connor on 1st down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Ready to go.
To throw is Ryan. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go, D.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Right. He's tight line. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Three out.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Snead. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson. He's got Green. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Lions.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Brian Burns coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down now, it's Connor. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now it's Peterson. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here. Now Wilson. Open man is Anderson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd and 9, Wilson finding Green complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wilson now to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
36 power.
Again, Wilson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Brian Burns able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first, this from 41. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wilson. Green brings it in. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard game?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway.
And he's going to go down again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Ryan. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. On the return is Peterson. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now on 2nd and 16, Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Lions.
On 1st down, Wilson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
At the 40-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone. And the football will come out to the 20-yard line.
56. Here we go.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. Three yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 35-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Connor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Ryan, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. He'll try and run forward with Connor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Ryan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson, and that's Elliott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Wilson. Going to throw again. And this one complete to Reed. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Check.
Here's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there for Indy. 42 yards. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On the keeper, here's Ryan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Ryan with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. And oh, it's blocked. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give to Hyde out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.